After the high of their opening day victory in the Premier League, Sunderland's return to the Stadium of Light did not go as planned, as they were dumped out of the Carabao Cup by Huddersfield Town via a penalty shootout. This game certainly won't be remembered as a classic by any stretch, but for the Huddersfield Town supporters up in the Gods on Weir side, it will have been a night to remember. The League One side had been the more threatening in the first period and were deserving of their lead at the break, with the hosts far too pedestrian in their build-up play. The second half did see Sunderland come to life, and eventually they brought themselves level. But such was Huddersfield's determination throughout the game, there was still the possibility of a sting in the tail for Regis Lebris's second string 11. And so it proved to be on penalties, with the Terriers progressing thanks to their goalkeeper Lee Nichols' save in the shootout. Let's look back at the evening's events here at the Stadium of Light. It was Huddersfield who came out of the traps the fastest and looked the more threatening in the early exchanges, and they were rewarded in the 9th minute when Leo Castledine hit the top corner with a volley after Sunderland failed to clear the initial corner. Sunderland were too predictable in their response, and Huddersfield were able to defend their goal with relative ease for the rest of the first period. Although in the second half the Black Cats did come on stronger thanks to a small tweak in their formation and tactics, and they drew themselves level with only a few minutes left of normal time thanks to striker Mark Gu. Neither side could find a winner during the lengthy stoppage time, and so it was straight to penalties at the Stadium of Light. And after Huddersfield had scored their 6th, Sunderland's Milan Alexic saw his efforts saved by Lee Nichols. With Sunderland's exit confirmed, Regis Lebris could not hide his disappointment, but stopped short of criticising his second string 11.
We always want to win, and it wasn't the case at the end. The only purpose of the main purpose of the evening was to win, and we failed. So. It's not the only learning, because I think, yes, we struggled a bit during the first half, because we need to test different options. On the pitch we had many new players, so we have to experience in real conditions, and it was the case this evening. One option, if it doesn't work, try another option. I think during the second half it was much better, and I think it's positive for the future, especially for Saturday. I think the energy was positive. Sometimes you can struggle, but if you feel that they try, and obviously the starting lineup was new, so you can't just decide and it works perfectly from scratch. It doesn't work like that. Because I think Huddersfield played with desire, with intensity. They were well organized, scored a fantastic goal.
In contrast, Huddersfield boss Lee Grant was full of superlatives following his side's progression to the next round.
Proud of the group, obviously, the whole group. So the ones that play, the ones that don't, the staff that were the quickest off the mark when needed as well. Absolutely delighted, yeah. Yeah, we've talked about on a few occasions this golden thread we want to run through the whole squad, so that when we get an injury or when we make changes or when we rotate for whatever reason that may be, that we can have a high level of performance from the whole group.
It's fair to say that Sunderland's priority was always going to be the Premier League this season, and Regis Lebris probably won't lose too much sleep over the cup exit here, albeit he will have likely been disappointed with the performance of those he selected to play. From the players' perspective, their chances of breaking into Sunderland's first 11 will not have increased much after tonight, and that is perhaps where the real worries lie for the Black Cats. As for the victors Huddersfield, well, they'll be hoping for another Premier League tie in the next round. Chance of K Sarah came from the away end. Slightly premature perhaps, but football is all about dreams. Back to trailing for Sunderland though, who welcome Brentford to the Stadium of Light in the league next.